Yo, what's good? Welcome back to GCKICKS. Now, you ever look at a shoe and you think to yourself, damn, I need those. Today, we're gonna go ahead and get into my top 5 sneakers that I wish I had in my collection, that I need in my collection. Top 5 classic shoes, I should say. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, so coming in at number 5, we have the white and the black cement Jordan 3s with Nike Air. All right, you need Nike Air. Those are some of the most classic Jordans in history. Like, it's not just my opinion, like they are. Now when it comes to the black or white ones, I'd rather have the black because those are just more low-key, you know what I mean? Like you could go to a Travis Scott concert in those and they'll survive, you feel me? So I don't have those in my collection right now because I missed out when they first came out, and because like the resale is crazy right now, and I'm not dropping like $600-700 for them, for some 3s. I do believe that they're supposed to be releasing soon, like they're supposed to be restocking, at least the black ones, because the white ones came out a few years ago, the 88 ones, 4 or 5 years ago they came out. So I know the black ones are coming out pretty soon. Yeah, I know I'm definitely gonna have to go for those because we know they are, we just don't know when. It's a matter of time, but they'll re-release eventually. Now coming in at number 4, we have the Flint 13s. Now I had this pair a while back in high school, but that's when I was like a size 7, 7.5. I'm a 9.5 to a 10 now, so those definitely do not fit me. I had to get rid of them. Well, I didn't get rid of them, I gave them to my dad. Has them now. So I remember when they re-released a few years ago, like 2011 and 2010, around there. I remember that I walked into a Foot Action and they did not have my size, but that was back then when you could just simply tell the employee, hey, I need a 7.5, and they'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go check the computer, see if they have them like online or whatever. And they did that, and they had them in my size. So they had them shipped to me, and I had them, but now I don't have them, and I need them. So Jordan brand, if you could please re-release them, because people like myself would buy them. Like, we're waiting, okay? We've waited years. Please bring them back. Thank you. So coming in at number 3, we have the only Nike on this list. Well, the only like non-Jordan. It's a Nike, right? It's the only one on this list right now, and that's a pair of Air Max 95s. Now, this is one of the most classic sneakers in the sneaker community, and I'm just waiting for them to re-release them, like with all those different colors they be having. Like they have like the red, the green, the lime green, they have the blue. I kind of either want the red, the blue, or the green one. I don't really care which one it is. I just want one of those 3, but I definitely need those because those are classic, you know what I mean? Like those are those shoes. Those are those shoes. You could pull up to SneakerCon wearing those, and it's like picture worthy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how SneakerCon's always throwing the pictures on Instagram of like what people had on feet at SneakerCon. Like if you pull up to like a SneakerCon in those, you pull up in some Air Maxes, like damn, that shoe would make it into the Instagram because it's that shoe, you know what I'm saying? And it's super cheap. It's like, I think it's like $150 or something like that. Like, at least back then it was. I don't know how much it would be now if they re-released, but that's a shoe I need in my collection. It's one of the OGs. Now coming in at number 2, it's a pair of shoes that I have now, but I beat them to the ground. Like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get the box right now. This is the old Jordan box, as you can see. Like, this is from like a while back. And what's good about this shoe right here is that I actually bought this from Flight Club. It was my first ever purchase from Flight Club. And like you can see, like the sticker was right there, but I took it off. This is that shoe where when I bought it, I was scared to come home with it because my dad didn't really like me spending too much money on sneakers. Like when I got these shoes, they were like maybe $220 from Flight Club, and to me that was a lot of money. Like that's probably the most expensive shoe in my collection at the time. That is the Last Shot Jordan 14s. This shoe, I wore this throughout high school. I've played baseball in these. Like, why would I play baseball? Like, this is a basketball shoe. But there is OD drag on these. Like, look at that. Like, you no longer see the design. Like, you don't see the ridges anymore. Like, these are just done. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I got my money's worth though. I really did. I wore these OD. I wore these so much, and it's one of those shoes where like it's just low key. Like it can pretty much go with anything. Like it's an all black nubuck or suede, whatever this is. Like it's a pretty simple shoe, and it was pretty comfortable too, in my opinion. Like the cushioning on this was amazing. Everything about the shoe is just dope. Like it's a classic shoe too, so I'm waiting for them to re-release these as well. But another shoe that I also want in my collection is the black toe 14s, and I'm not talking about the ones that released a couple years ago, like 3-4 years ago. I'm talking about the ones that had the stitching on the side like this. I remember when I was in middle school and those re-released or whatever it was. Why those shoes mean so much to me is because I was like in 5th grade or something like that, and they either didn't have my size, or I just couldn't get it because like it was too expensive. I don't really remember. I was a little kid, and I really wanted them, and I had to settle for something else, and I settled for these right here. I don't know what these are called. I think these are called like the Easter 14s. I'm not really sure. I was excited. Like I didn't care that I didn't get the ones I wanted. I just know that I had a pair of Jordans. It was a pair of 14s. Like I'm a little kid. Like who cares? Like, and I was so excited to pull up to school the next day wearing them. I'm pretty sure like before I went to sleep, you know, I put my jeans, I put my shirt and the shoes on a chair and just waited for me to put them on the next day. I'm gonna tell you what I had on right now. I don't have a picture. I remember because that was a special moment for me. You feel me? It was a special moment. If you remember 2005, like around that time, that was the baggy clothes era. There was none of that skinny jean. There was no ASAP Rocky, no Travis Scott to influence anybody to be wearing Rockstar jeans, you feel me? Like it was just straight up baggy jeans, little kids wearing baggy jeans bigger than them. Like it was just baggy season. So I remember I had some baggy jeans on with the 14s, and I had a Knicks jersey on. A Knicks jersey. Who did I think I was? If you look at the shoe and you look at a Knicks jersey, all right, you can kind of see the resemblance, but it's not even the same colors. As a little kid, you think you're the flies. Like I thought I was probably like a style guy. I don't even remember. I don't even know. And I don't even have the shoes anymore. I don't know what happened to those shoes. I don't know if I gave them away. I don't know what happened, but the 14 it holds a special place in my heart at the moment. It really does. I definitely need a new pair of these, and I also want a pair of the black toes, but I want the ones with the stitching, not the one with just a piece of leather. That's it for number 2. Let's get into number 1. It's not really a classic shoe, but it has a good meaning behind it, and that is the Bel Air Jordan 5s. Now the reason why I say it's not really a classic shoe is because it's not a retro. It's just a regular, it's just a shoe that Jordan Brand decided to release. But I'm glad they did, even though I don't have them. But the reason why I really like that shoe is because, you know, it has a dope color. It looks like it has great materials and it has different colors on different shoes. The reason why I like that shoe is because, you know, if you don't know what the Fresh Prince of Bel Air is, that's the show with Will Smith, and that is one of the most classic shows in like history of like TV shows and like, you know, production. Like at least that's the way I feel about it. But a little story about me, like I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, I said it in my first video. I'm into acting. Like that's something I want to do like long term in my life. I want to be an actor. Like that's one of the things I like to do. I like doing it as a kid or when I was younger. The reason why I really want these shoes is because I like Jordan 5s. Those were one of the earliest Jordans I ever had back in the day. And the reason why I want those is because if any of you guys watch the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, there's a scene in one of the episodes when Will Smith, he meets his dad for the first time after like a whole bunch of like years. He's starting to get to know his dad again, and then like you know, they have plans for the summer to go chill and hang out, and then his dad like lets him down again, and he starts having like an emotional moment with Uncle Phil, and you know, he starts crying and stuff like that. That scene right there, I use that scene as a monologue. If you don't know what a monologue is, it's basically like something that you use to audition for like a play, or you know, whatever you're auditioning for. It's something that you use so that people can, you know, see how you act, and they can see how you behave and stuff like that. So I use that scene as a monologue for this acting program that I was in, and we eventually went to California and we performed and stuff like that. Like that shoe really does mean something to me. Like it really does. And I remember that I really like that monologue. Like I really like to perform it, and I feel like I could connect to it. It's like that kind of shoe where, like, you know, it has a story for me. It does have a meaning for me. I went to California for like a whole weekend. It was like from like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and stuff like that. And we were just, they had us busy like doing a whole bunch of like acting stuff, like modeling stuff, singing, dancing, acting. And then on the final day of the event, like me and my mom, like we went to Hollywood and we just checked out like the Walk of Fame where like all the stars are on the sidewalk. And that was a dope time for me. Like I was like 18. I was like a freshman in college. It was my first time ever in California, and I'm pretty sure it was the first time for my mom too. So it was a dope moment, just being out there, just chilling. It was cool just to be out there, you know, just, you know, the LA vibes, the Cali vibes. And I definitely want to go back. This was like 3 years ago. I definitely got to go back. And I still have the boarding pass. I still have my plane ticket right here. See if you guys can see it right there. See, it says LAX. So I still have this because it was a memorable moment for me, and that's why I need those Bel Air 5. Like I need those. I was looking on GOAT to see if I could get them for a decent price. The thing about GOAT, like you can offer people prices, and I saw them for like a size 10 for like $410. I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe I'll try to like throw them an offer, and if they accept it, maybe I'll buy them. But that's a pair of shoes that I need in my collection, and I need them dead stock. Like I need them to be dead stock, even though I'm gonna wear them. That's it for this video. I basically just wanted to give you guys like a little insight on the type of sneakers that I want to have in my collection eventually. Like I want to have them, like everything I just said right now, like I want to have them all in my collection at some point in time. It would be dope if I could get it all in like in the next 2 years or so. That would be dope. Sometimes you got to keep things a little more OG. It's not always about like all this Adidas and, you know, Jordan 1 hype, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to have like those OGs in your collection. Those are it for me. But anyways guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, let me know by smashing that thumbs up button, and let me know also if you guys have any shoes that you guys really want to get in your collection, like, you know, OGs, or if it's hype shoes, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And I will be doing a top 5 most hype sneakers that I want in my collection, so stay tuned for that. Like I said before, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel and you enjoy the content, subscribe. This is GCKICKS, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.